Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
Do this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Zero Dark Nerdy, the world's most notorious pop culture podcast.
The filthiest of the filthy.
Brought to you by Four Saints Brewing out in beautiful Asheboro, North Carolina. Four Saints Brewing, great beer for great people. You can check them out at foursaintsbrewing.com. This is your boy Brian, a.k.a. El Nino, and today I'm joined with
Mateo, a.k.a. your casual genius.
As well as
Jadon, a.k.a. Jerry Wayne. I don't know. I always wanted lots of cash.
We got a nice little
billionaire playboy philanthropist.
There it is. Billionaire playboy philanthropist trivia host.
Yes.
The best
trivia god.
Well, you're right.
We got a little mini episode for you. DC FanDome just happened this past weekend. We got to see some awesome new trailers come out for the Batman, the Flash, a little sneak peek at Black Adam, sneak peek at Aquaman 2, a long trailer for Suicide Squad video game, Justice League Must Die, as well as Gotham Knights. And even though it's not DC related, we did get some big news this past week as far as the casting of Will Poulter as Adam Warlock, and we'll get to that at the end. But let's go ahead and start with, I think, probably the biggest thing to come out of DC FanDome, I would probably say, is the latest trailer for the Batman. So,
yeah.
Jerry, we'll kick it off with you and just kind of go from there.
That tiny little scene that we got, I don't know a year ago, maybe, that little scene, I wanted to see this movie. Mm-hmm. Like, I could not wait to see this take.
Mm-hmm.
This trailer, oh my God, we've got everybody in this. We've got Rogues Gallery out the ass. Mm-hmm. We've got prototype Batmobile. Like, we've got it all. Mm-hmm. This thing is going to be nuts, and I can't wait to see it. This is Robert Pattinson. I wasn't on board with Robert Pattinson, man.
As you should not be.
It's good, man. It's going to be good.
No,
he got my attention.
Yes,
it's going to be really good. This is going to give him credibility where he didn't have it before.
Street cred.
Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman.
Yeah,
she's gonna kill that shit.
Great casting.
Yeah, and that I still to this day cannot see Colin Farrell underneath that penguin chick.
Dude, all I see, you know what I see anytime I think of Colin Farrell? Bullseye in that fucking Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck.
Awful.
That was the worst looking fucking thing
so
that they could ever do with that character. But he looks awesome.
He does.
He looks great and sounds great too.
He does. I'm hella excited for it. I think like the majority of us when they first announced the casting, and then after the whole mess of Ben Affleck dropping out, that whole thing. So I can tell you right now, I am really, really pumped for this, to see this take on the character, and not just Batman himself. This version of Catwoman. I think this is, I know we haven't seen that many Riddlers for the exception of animated series. And of course, Jim Carrey, and then the one from, who was fantastic, the one from the Batman television show with Adam West. So seeing Paul Dano, that's honestly probably what I'm most excited about, his take of the Riddler in this movie. So,
we haven't seen much Riddler.
No. Just in the first
live
trailer.
Action.
Right. Oh yeah. As far as live action, no, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
He's always seems to be kind of the afterthought, but I think Paul Dano is going to knock it out.
Diabolical.
Yes. Yeah. So the next one that I was really excited to see, I think a lot of us were, is the Flash. Apparently they are going to stick with the Flashpoint storyline. Michael Keaton was narrating in this version of it. We got to see multiple Ezra Millers. So what is your kind of take on that?
I got hyped when I saw like hints of Flashpoint.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, they going there?
Yeah.
Word. Because, I heard different things that they're going to make a whole separate take on Flashpoint Paradox, but it's going to include that.
Yeah.
In part.
They're going to try to pull a Marvel and pull, aspects of big stories and then kind of do their own thing.
Right.
This is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We get, us growing up, like we loved the 1989 Batman movie.
Oh yeah.
It was very, very important to us.
100%.
Still, amazing performances in that. Tim Burton at the helm.
This town needs an enema.
But we get our 80s Gotham City back. I mean, you see in the trailers, it's the same as what it was in that movie. The GOAT. And as far as like live action Batman, Michael Keaton's back. He's going to be a mentor. I hope they kind of push that into a Batman Beyond story with him.
Mm-hmm.
That would be amazing to see.
Oh yeah.
It's loosely going to be based on Flashpoint. There's not going to be a giant war between Atlantis and
Themyscira.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we're going to get any of that. We are going to see Ben Affleck's Batman in this as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what is going to happen. I don't know what's going on with these multiple Ezra Millers, but we're going to see multiple versions.
Isn't the kid from the TV show in it too? That Flash?
More than likely, because Ezra Miller made an appearance on the show.
Right.
As his version of the Flash. So you never know.
Yeah, we're all going multiverse apparently.
Yeah.
So,
Bring in Godspeed. I need.
I mean, but after seeing shows like Loki, the Marvel side, like this is gonna, people are gonna be ready for this because they've already seen the Marvel stuff. So hands off. They can't go anywhere but up.
Yep.
So I'm so stoked for the Batman movie and this Flash movie.
Agreed. I'm really, really excited about it. I mean, is it going to provide some fan service for us? Of course.
Yeah.
But from what, and it wasn't much. It was more of a teaser trailer. I think it was only a minute and a half long. It looks dope as hell. I will say this, DC always makes great trailers. I'm not saying the movies are always good. So I do have to temper my expectations.
Sometimes the trailers are better.
Yeah. Oftentimes than not, that is the case, but they seem to be having their shit together. Rumor is that after James Gunn wraps up Guardians, going right back to Warner Brothers and DC, hopefully Zach Miller goes with him. And, those two just kind of run the whole show. Like it's almost like having two Kevin Feige's. So we'll see, what happens with all that.
And Ezra's got the stroke, man.
Yeah.
Like it's just, I know we haven't seen much. Well, we have like the 80s Flash. Remember that TV show?
Yes.
Oh God. Yeah.
And that guy was in the new show.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And so we have seen Flash, but Ezra's like, he's got it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's bringing all the young kids in to get it too.
Not the quintessential Barry Allen.
No, he's not.
And I'm not talking about the way he looks. I'm talking about like his mannerisms. Like he's this way more aloof person. And I want to see how they push him in to getting that job with the police.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know.
Forensics, right?
Right.
Yeah. For someone to be the fastest man on earth, he also seems to be clumsy as fuck. So I don't know if that's a good combination to have.
Still, now I'm thinking about the slow-mo wiener scene from the Snyder Cut.
Was that this year?
Yeah.
God, this year. I mean, I know we're in October, but fucking hey.
Yeah.
Sorry. And I digress. Keeping it moving, we got to see, I believe it was like a 2-minute just scene from Black Adam where it looks like The Rock first emerges as Black Adam.
A little bit of conduct.
Yeah. So this is one that he's obviously been passionate about for a while. I believe he bought the script 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. It's a big passion project for him. He didn't get any padded anything. Apparently the workout
he didn't
regimen.
Ask anyone anything.
No. The workout regimen he was in. He said that on record, like it's the hardest workout food regimen, the whole 9 yards he's ever done in his entire life. So he wanted to look, have the build of a superhero, and he sure as shit does.
Mm-hmm.
No padding necessary.
None.
So what are your guys kind of takes and feeling on that? And of course, all these movies right now are planning to come out next year. Different. I don't have the dates yet, but they're all planned for 2022.
I can't wait to see Black Adam beat the shit out of Hawkman because I've always hated Hawkman. Hawkman is stupid.
Come on, man.
Tell us how you really feel.
Hate.
The whole a reincarnated hero, like
Bird person.
Man, I don't like this guy.
Bird neutral.
Hawkman.
Come on, man. Hawk girl.
Don't like it.
Hawk girl's hot.
Hawk person.
That's different. No, I've never been a big fan of Hawkman.
Okay.
But Dr. Fate is going to be in this too.
Dr. Fate, played by
Pierce Brosnan,
former Bond,
GoldenEye,
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Also Remington Steele. He was two
Right.
different secret agents. Now he's going to be DC Doctor Strange, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but he's a good pick for that.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that's a great casting. I really want to see how they're going to integrate it with what we saw in the Shazam movie.
Yeah.
And then that sequel's coming soon too.
So we also got to see some behind the scenes looks at Shazam 2. I believe it's still in production, getting close to wrapping. Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods is going to have Lucy Liu as well as Helen Mirren playing the main antagonists in there. I was one of the, I actually really liked the first Shazam. I was very skeptical at first, incredibly skeptical to be quite honest with you. And especially during that time frame too, because I believe it was like right after Suicide Squad.
Was it Aquaman?
No, it was before Aquaman.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to see what the gang comes up with. And I'm sure it's going to lead up to a Black Adam 2 or, Black Adam Shazam, whatever they come up with.
Fury of the Gods?
Yeah, Fury of the Gods.
Yeah, now I'm where you are.
Yes.
Yeah. What's happening?
They got to bring him in somehow.
Yeah. Granny Goodness could be Helen Mirren. See that, right?
Well, we saw Granny Goodness. And
we saw a Granny Goodness.
Okay.
True. Multiverse.
Oh, Jesus. Multiverse.
Imagination.
Besides that, we got some looks at Aquaman 2, really, behind the scenes stuff.
Black Manta looks good, man.
Black Manta
so
does
glad
look
he's
great.
back.
And then we got some extra gameplay trailers for Suicide Squad, Justice League Must Die, as well as Gotham Knights. I remember, Matthew, you posted about Gotham Knights not too long ago. Which one are you more excited for?
Gotham Knights looks exciting.
Yeah.
And if you've ever played any of the Arkham series, even if you've played Spider-Man, because it's open world, you get to just fly and swing. As far as Spider-Man, you're swinging all over Manhattan.
Right.
Arkham, you're swinging all over Gotham. There's no Batman, right?
Right.
I'm doing air quotes. And all his lackeys come together.
The Bat family.
Yeah. Yeah. At once.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited. And there's so much they can do with the Justice League. I mean, the Suicide Squad thing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So much.
Justice
I'm
League,
expecting a lot of like DLC for that.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad versus Justice League. Yeah. And that's an insane idea. And what a great idea for a video game.
Yeah. I'm definitely glad it's a video game instead of a movie, especially as of right now.
Well, I do know that there's the accompanying show for the Batman movie. There's going to be a show on HBO about Gotham City. It's going to take place the year before this the Batman movie takes place.
Okay.
So the show's going to lead into the movie. So that's going to be killer for HBO and subscriptions to that.
Right.
Also, the Peacemaker show.
Yes,
I saw the funniest shit. I just want to say we all saw the Suicide Squad. We did an episode on it. Check it out. But we know he's getting a show, and I saw these pictures of him with his little eagle pal.
Yeah,
the eagle's in the car. The eagle's all nuzzled with it. Yeah, it's this is going to be wacky.
Yeah,
awesomeness. So those shows are going to be great.
Good call on those. And I completely forgot about the Peacemaker trailer. So they did release another trailer for the Peacemaker. And yeah, I think it's going to be just completely bonkers out there. I'm looking forward to it. I did not expect John Cena to really knock this character out of the park. Definitely impressed me in Suicide Squad. And I'm really excited to see what he's going to do with the TV show. There's a scene in the new trailer you have to watch where the Eagle's actually giving him a hug.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny. How did I forget that shit? So, to wrap up real quick on some non-DC related news, there has been an announcement for who is going to play Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Bullshit.
Will Poulter, and you're going to know him as primarily the dude from We're the Millers, where he has the spider bites his dick.
Yeah.
And then you guys are getting paid, which you see that meme and GIF all over the place. He's also been in Midsummer. He was on the interactive Black Mirror Bandersnatch episode and a few other projects as well, too. So, guys, reaction, feedback. I mean, apparently this is James Gunn's boy. He's excited to bring him on. I believe in James Gunn, but, I would like to hear your opinion.
Indirectly, it's a good thing for DC.
Yeah.
Because if that guy does what we expect him to do.
Right.
You can stop talking all that shit about DC and I'll be happy for at least 15 minutes.
I thought we were going to get some, perfect form,
right?
Because Adam Warlock is supposed to be the perfect form.
Yeah.
I was. What were you saying earlier? This dude is ugly. You cannot be the perfect form if you are.
That's not perfect, man.
I don't know. He must be.
He's coming up there. He's in the new show Dope Sick. So
I like your point. I did back off a little bit when I heard you just say, I trust James Gunn. So,
shit.
That's the main reason I'm gonna give him a chance. I've liked him in everything I've seen him in.
I was thinking John Hamm.
Right, John Hamm.
Yeah.
I know Efron's name has been thrown around there for a while.
Keanu, but at this point, Keanu can do whatever he wants with them, really. I want him to be Ghost Rider, honestly.
Ooh,
that would be great.
That would be awesome.
How dare you?
Yeah, there's been a lot of names thrown around. I actually, didn't mind when Zac Efron's name was being thrown around. I think
that would have made a lot of sense.
Yeah, he's a good looking dude. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I don't think he's that tall though.
Yeah.
He must have crushed his audition though. He must have crushed it.
Apparently, like I said, James Gunn is very, very high on him. And we'll see. The guy can do no wrong in my eyes. So I got the most faith in him. And we'll see what happens. But that's our little mini episode on DC FanDome. Again, check out our website, popculturepodcast.com. Go to the blog page. Click on the DC FanDome link. You get to see all the trailers for everything that we just talked about. As always, thank you to Zipster for our incredible website. Big shout outs to the Believe Podcast Network, the podcasting network for professionals, betonline.ag for all your sports betting action. And of course, the one and only Four Saints Brewing out in Asheboro, North Carolina. FourSaintsBrewing.com is a website. If you can't make it to Asheboro, check out their website. You can see what stores near you are carrying their incredibly tasty beers. On behalf of Matthew and Jadon, this is B. Hearn, and we will catch you next time. Peace.
Peace. Love you, Nicole.
Yeah! Victory!
And anger management?
Fuck anger management.
Thank you for listening to Believe. You can show support to your host by subscribing to the show and giving us a 5-star rating on your preferred platform. Check us out at Believe.com and search for BLEAV on YouTube.
You know when you're listening to a true crime story that has an unbelievable plot twist that makes you stop in your tracks? That's what our podcast, People Are the Worst, brings you with each episode. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Rebecca. We're identical twins who love true crime cases that make you say, didn't see that coming, and we hate the people responsible for them. Listen to People Are the Worst now on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.